Nuggets' latest game. This was a tough game to watch, a game I thought the Nuggets kind of let get away. We played the Clippers and lost to the Clippers once again for the second time this year, which is somewhat embarrassing. Lose 100 to 94 to the Clippers, did the Nuggets. Tough loss for us, especially on the road. Once again, struggling on the road, fell to 37-27 with this loss, and 11-20 on the road. Got to find a way these last 20 games or so to start winning on the road. And we got a big road trip coming up in about a week or so. But regardless of that tough loss, got to give the Clippers credit though. They played with great energy from the get-go, got off to a great start, and that really killed us. And they ended the game well as well. They finished the game well, they started the game well, and we kind of finished the game decently, but played no defense in the fourth quarter and played no defense in the first quarter. That's really what lost this game. But it's a game we had every opportunity to win. We were down by 16 at one point. Then we were up by 2 at one point. We were down by 13 at one point, cut the lead to 5. I mean, we had so many opportunities to win this game, and we just let it get away. We had a really terrible night shooting the ball. We took 102 shots. I think only hit 40 or 50 of them. We're 39% from the field. Just terrible shooting night for us. Got a couple unlucky breaks, a couple shots going in and out, but just some real tough offensive possessions for us in this game. We're only 21% from the three-point line, and once again, free throws killing us. 61% from the free throw line. That's embarrassing. That's not acceptable. It's terrible. That free throw is probably the easiest shot. It is the easiest shot in basketball, and we shoot 61% from there. Got to improve. From the free throw line. I think we missed 7 or 8 free throws in this game. If you hit all of those, you win the game, even as poorly as we played. So just tough loss for us, and really tough shooting night for us. Really killed us. Took a bunch of shots and did not shoot well. Clippers had a real good shooting night. We're 47% from the field, 42% from the three-point line, and 81% from the free throw line. Mainly that was due to our lackluster, inconsistent defense in this game. I thought defensively we were all right, but we played extremely inconsistent defense in this game. Like I said, first quarter I thought we were horrible defensively. Fourth quarter were pretty bad, but the second and third quarter, second quarter we were great defensively, I thought, and in the third quarter we were pretty damn good. So that's something the Nuggets are going to have to consistently work on, is staying committed to defense and playing 48 minutes of defense, not 2 quarters of really good defense and 2 quarters of really bad. You're not going to beat anybody doing that. So, and we probably should have won this game doing that, which kind of just says something in its own right. But that's got to improve, being more consistent on the defensive end, which this group kind of has been throughout their first 5, 6, 7 games together. Did some good things though. Like I said, we battled back from being down 13 points at one time. We're down 16 at one time. We battled back, took a lead, cut the lead to 5 numerous times, but just were never really able to take over the game. Out-rebounded the Clippers 56-37 in this game. I mean, that's a huge improvement from the last time we played the Clippers. I believe in LA, DeAndre Jordan killed us, Blake Griffin killed us. We got destroyed on the glass. So it's great to see us destroy them on the glass. Still, we lost, though. And that's the thing that doesn't make sense. You really take away one of the biggest weapons that the Clippers have, or one of the things they do the best, and that's rebounding the ball well for the most part. And you out-rebound them by 19 boards and you still lose to them. We had 58 points in the paint. I thought we settled for jump shots in this game a little too often at times. Missed a couple easy layups at the rim, but you still have 58 points in the paint. I thought we were aggressive for the most part, and that's a great job. That's awesome to have that many points in the paint. That's easy points. That's easy looks at the rim, high percentage shots in the paint. That was good. Had 21 assists, once again sharing the ball. Like seeing that. And had 24 offensive rebounds. That's ridiculous. That's terrible job by the Clippers of boxing out. We had a ton of second chance opportunities and a ton of second chance possession in this game with 24 offensive rebounds, yet you still lose. Makes it even more frustrating. We rebounded the ball so well in this game, played with a lot of energy on the glass, where he took away that strength that front court of the Clippers have and rebounded the ball well, yet you still lose. 24 offensive rebounds, that's a ton of second chance points and possession. But we just did not shoot well in this game, and that really hurt us, and we missed out on a lot of those second chance opportunities and points that we were getting from our front court guys being so great with the rebounding here with 24 offensive rebounds. Got to capitalize on that a lot better, I should say. Did some bad things obviously in this game. Outscored 59-52 in the first and fourth quarter. Like I said, you start bad, you end bad. Offensively, I thought we played really well in the fourth quarter. There was no defense. There was literally 2 plays in a row with horrible rotations. We really showed a lack of communication, lack of discipline defense in the fourth quarter. I think it was one play after another. You have one rotation where it's a breakdown in the rotation, a lack of communication, leaves Mo Williams wide open from 3. Next rotation, I believe, is the next play after or play after that. Another breakdown in the rotation, getting laid over on the rotation. Eric Bledsoe wide open in the corner from three, who was having a stellar game all night. So those are the little mental mistakes we got to improve, and we got to start better and end better. And I think we've ended games pretty damn good, this group has, but got to start better. Looked sluggish from the get-go. Clippers played with great energy and effort, and that's got to improve, obviously. Our bench was outscored 46-34. Didn't really get a huge lift off the bench. 34 points is all right, but, I mean, when your bench is outscored by 12 points, probably not going to win a whole lot of games. Eric Bledsoe was huge for the Clippers off the bench. So that Kaman was pretty solid. Randy Floyd was big too when Eric Gordon went down. So our bench needs to step up a little more, be a little more consistent, which I think for the most part they've haven't been. These new guys like Felton coming off the bench, and even Chris Anderson, I think has played much better these past 8 or 9 games or so. But to be outscored 46-34, not going to win a whole lot of games when our bench gets outscored by 12 points. Has 16 turnovers. Once again, terrible job of taking care of the ball. Has to improve. Luckily for us, the Clippers didn't capitalize really on any of those 16 turnovers. I think they only had 6 points off our turnovers. And the biggest thing, the reason why you lose the game and the reason why you let this game slip away is the lack of defense. Like I said, second and third quarter, awesome job defensively. First and fourth quarter, horrible. I mean, you allow them to score 59 points in those 2 quarters combined. That's starting badly defensively and ending badly defensively when you're already down in the game. So that was not good for us. Like I just mentioned, those 2 rotations. One rotation, late getting over, lack communication. Mo Williams wide open for 3, knocks it down. Literally 2 plays later, Eric Bledsoe, you leave him wide open in the corner because of a rotation, late getting over, and a lack of communication and execution. Gotta be more consistent defensively, does this Nuggets team. Nene led the way, had 25 points, 14 rebounds, 2 blocks, one of his best games of the year. Those are all-star numbers. I'd love to see Nene average that. Not going to happen with him, but still a great game with him at 5 points, 14 rebounds, like I mentioned. Was 11 of 14 from the field, 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Was huge in the first quarter, and I thought Ty Lawson did a great job. Even Raymond Felton did a great job of penetrating into the lane and doing a great job of swinging it right over to Nene for a bunch of open dunks, I should say. A lot of bad rotations on the Clippers' part. They really collapsed on whatever player on our team or whatever guy for us was attacking the lane or penetrating the lane. They would collapse immediately on him. That would leave Nene or Kenny Martin wide open for a dunk. I thought Lawson did a great job of setting Nene up in the first quarter, as well as Raymond Felton. And Nene was huge. He shot well. I thought he was aggressive all night. I thought he was great on the glass. I think he had 5 offensive rebounds. Nothing to complain about with Nene. He was huge in this game. 25-14 is a stellar game for him, and he was great on the boards as well. And like I said, I thought he did a great job of attacking all night. Raymond Felton had another great game, probably his best game as a Denver Nugget. Prior to this, I would say his game with the Hawks was the best game, as a Denver Nugget. But I think this one was 18.7 rebounds, 6 assists off the bench for Raymond Felton. Did have 3 turnovers, which, got to limit that a little bit. But still shot well. It was 8 of 15 from the field, 1 of 1 from the three-point line, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Just as a really well-balanced player. I mean, I thought his defense was solid. Individually, I thought he did a great job of giving us a boost off the bench. Like I said, 18, 7, and 6 off the bench. That's great. And he shot the ball well. Hit a big 3 there in the second half. His only 3, and I thought he shot well. Like I said, he's got that weird floater shot that he literally throws up, and you're like, this has no chance of going in, and it literally almost goes in all the time. I thought he was big offensively. He attacked. He's aggressive, and like I said, he did a great job of penetrating into the lane and then kicking it to Nene or kicking it to Martin or whoever it was for a wide open layup or dunk, and he was great off the bench. Nothing to complain about for Raymond Felton. I thought he was good. Did a great job of getting us in transition as well, and scoring himself as well as setting up his teammates. I thought Raymond Felton was good in this game. And Kenny Martin was all right. Offensively, I thought he was average. 11 points from Kenny Martin. That's solid, but only 3 rebounds. Had 3 assists, was 5 of 11 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Really, he made an impact with his defense. Had a couple really crap fouls called on him, but I thought his defense on Blake Griffin was great. Blake Griffin's a great player. He's one of my favorite players personally, but he's one of those guys, if you get physical with and you match his energy and effort, he's probably not going to respond well to that, and I thought in this game he really didn't. He didn't shoot well, but he got a couple superstar calls, if you will, but Kenny Martin's defense on him all night I thought was pretty good. Guy that killed us, and probably the guy that ultimately led to the Clippers win, Eric Bledsoe. Really like his game, got a ton of potential, does he? Rookie for the Clippers. 20 points for him off the bench, 7 steals. 7 steals individually. That's great. Terrible job by us of allowing him to get 7 steals. Also had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, with 7 of 11 from the field, 2 of 5 from the three-point line, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. was awesome in this game. Did a great job of providing energy and a huge lift off the bench for the Clippers. Hit some huge shots in that fourth quarter. Like I said, hit a huge three in the corner, which would let him wide open. Had a couple big threes in this game. Was 2 of 5 from there, like I mentioned, and hit the huge one in the fourth quarter that ultimately sealed the game for them. It was just huge. I mean, played with a ton of energy and effort. Almost got put on a poster by J.R. Smith, but actually blocked him on a dunk. I mean, Eric Bledsoe can get up. He's got some hops, but he had a great game. Terrible job by us defensively, allowing him to have 20 points and 7 steals off the bench, but he was great. Caused turnovers for the Clippers defensively, gave him a lift off the bench, played with a ton of energy, and had a phenomenal game. Blake Griffin almost got his first career triple-double, 18 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, and a block for him. Was horrible from the field, was 4-10 from the field. That's not a good number for him, especially with the way he's been playing, but was 10 of 11 from the free throw line. I thought he did a great job capitalizing on free throws. I thought he did a great job of selling fouls and accentuating contact all night. He's really learned how to play the game, and I mean that in all seriousness. Blake Griffin's a great player. Love watching the guy play. Like I said, he's one of my favorite players. Like I said, he got away with some superstar calls, and I thought Kenyon was great on him defensively all night. But did a great job of setting up his teammates. I thought he did a great job passing out of the post. Like I said, had 9 assists. That's a great job for a power forward. He's one of the best passing big men in the NBA, in my opinion, already in his quote-unquote rookie year, even though it's his second year in the league, and was still productive. 18 and 12 is great, and you have 9 assists to go along with it. He was awesome, but I do give Kenyon Martin credit. I thought his defense was good on Blake Griffin. To hold him 4-10 shooting from the field's good, but he was 10 of 11 from the free throw line. Just some ticky-tack calls on Kenyon Martin, but it is what it is. He was still great, and the 9 assists were awesome. He did a great job of facilitating the offense in a way for the Clippers. And then Mo game, just lack of effort, lack of energy, and lack of consistency defensively lost this game. So tough loss for the Nuggets. Fall to 37-27 with this loss. This isn't the time of the year where the Nuggets need to be losing games like this. Obviously, trying to make a playoff push here with only about 20 games left. So 37-27 on the year now with this loss, and a very embarrassing and terrible 11-20 on the road for the Nuggets with this.